Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Buffalo Bills.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now an option play on second down.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Here's Pierce. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this returnable for Hines.
And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Allen now looks to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll run it. Here's Cook.
And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick release.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. He's to the 15.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On second down, Cook. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and a couple. Option play. Here's Cook. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Running off tackle with Cook. The 20 through the middle of the field. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, 45 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week. Yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Well, Richardson going to move them around. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, first and 15. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. These two teams all tied after 1.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
This now a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And this taken in by Downs. And he is going to have a Colts first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we just talk about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot, because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor,
50 yards.
and the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and that makes this a 9-point game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs. Sure. just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Allen will try again on 2nd down.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing is Allen on third. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Allen to throw once more. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Allen.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 32-yard line. A give to Cook out of the gun.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 108 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Cook trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Gabriel Davis with an amazing diving catch. And the Bills are back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is down to 2.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, like an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Second and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Allen going to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a first and 10 at the 11.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is up to 5.
To the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They run the option on second down.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Taken down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
Allen now on first down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think the key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. Not what you wanted there, 3rd and 2.
And this is something you've worked on in practice from the time you were in training camp. Yet you still create your own mistakes.
To throw, it's Allen.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. A big play here for Buffalo. 62 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To the air, Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
And he's brought down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 79 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Richardson on the bootleg here.
No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and the deficit will hold at 15.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
Well, took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete.
Just a disaster of a series here. 3rd and long, no one open anywhere. This ball just has to be thrown to the sideline.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Richardson to throw. And is caught. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, we're going to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's caught. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39. And obviously that's well short of the first. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one, didn't even matter.
93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And Taylor going to pick up the Colts' first down as a tackle made up at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. Strike.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Pierce has it knocked loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. 25 yards that time. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
14 yards that time for number 14.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
They'll run again.
And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will add on to their lead. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here.
There he goes, right side.
Now he's loose again.
And down to the 29-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook.
Down at the 25.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
They'll give to Cook on the read option.
And they'll get him down right around the 16.
The Bills are moving on as we say so long, everybody.